We now know the FBI was moving in to arrest home builder and developer Sergio Pino yesterday on murder-for-hire charges when he died by suicide.
That and other shocking details emerged from a news conference at FBI headquarters this afternoon, and criminal complaints filed in federal court.
NBC6 Investigates' Tony Pipitone was there. And Tony, the government says, simply put, Sergio Pino wanted his wife dead.
Yeah, and offered to pay $300,000 to a group of hitmen to get the job done, they say. As we reported exclusively yesterday, last month they almost succeeded as a gunman chased her outside her home. The motive? Money. The criminal complaint says Tatiana Pino refused to accept a $20 million settlement from what divorce records reveal was the couple's net worth of at least $150 million. Now, 9 people charged him with the feds call a conspiracy to stalk or murder, and had Pino not killed himself yesterday, he would have been number 10.
This was a man who had been engaged in the active sort of planning, aggressive planning of killing his wife.
The U.S. attorney and FBI chief in Miami say Pino tried repeatedly to do that, including attempting to poison her with fentanyl and more.
Our evidence has shown he hired and gave orders to murder crews. There were at least 2 separate crews involved.
One, they allege, was hired to ram this rented flatbed truck into Tatiana's car as she returned from a divorce court hearing last August. When that failed, the feds say Pino grew desperate.
Mrs. Pino had to die before their next divorce proceedings.
Because, her attorney told NBC6 Investigates, if Tatiana were dead, Sergio would get their entire fortune, estimated variously in 2022 at $150 million or $360 million. So they said Pino offered $300,000 to get the job done by June 24th. On June 23rd, as Tatiana pulled into her driveway, a gunman chased her into the back parking area as she blared the car horn.
Mrs. Pino somehow managed to get inside the house, and at some point, the daughter that was then at the time in the house, she came out.
And he said, wound up staring down the barrel of a gun inches from her head.
Ultimately, he decided he was not going to kill the daughter. That was not the job, that was not the contract.
In criminal complaints filed today, the government says Pino recruited a roofing contractor and convicted felon who did work for him, Fausto Villar, to hire that crew and paid them a $75,000 advance. The other crew, they allege, was headed by Bayron Bennett, a man who worked food and beverage services on the family yacht. They are 2 of the 9 people now in custody, but the man who they say ran the murder-for-hire plot, a titan of South Florida's building and commercial development industry, saw to it yesterday that he would not face justice in a court of law. Now, all those defendants who've had an opportunity to plead have pled not guilty. Sergio Pino's criminal attorney says he believes he could have successfully defended the charges, and his divorce attorney said she saw nothing to indicate her client wanted to kill his wife. Well, go to NBC6.com and read the latest criminal complaint yourself to see the evidence the government had to allege that Pino, in fact, wanted to do just that. Reporting in the newsroom, Tony Pipitone, NBC6 News.